Hey guys, this is Project Dave playing some Live for PS5. I received a free copy of this game from Square Enix, and this is the Chinese martial arts chapter. Um, so I guess I'm gonna insert an Hitman review here for the hell of it. Just me talking about like the first few Hitmans or something. So it's set in Foshan. Foshan now has like 60 million people, but at the time of Hitman, which I guess is like 1920, first one. 1920 to 1935-ish, approximately. It only had like 400,000, and then it went down to like 70,000 under the Japanese occupation. This is fairly close to Guangzhou, which is the main far southeastern city, Canton, if you want to be historically inept. Cantonese. And that's where like Chow Hai hangs out and Daco, etc. KOF players. They're all from Guangzhou. Guangzhou. Guangzhou with a J. The ZH is like a J sound. There you go. I know far too much about Chinese history because of reading Three Kingdoms over and over and over. But I'll be back.
In time, all fades from memory. Nevertheless, for the sake of future generations, an old man labors tirelessly to preserve his legacy. A powerful martial art. With a spirit unwavering as the earth, and a mind tranquil as flowing water. Yet gentle streams may surge with such strength to shatter even hardened stone. To cultivate the soul and surpass the flesh. To strive for something greater than oneself. That was his kung fu.
Hiya! It's as I feared. I've not a moment to lose. I must use what time is left to me to find and train the disciple, a young prodigy, as strong in body as young in spirit. A worthy successor to my art.
And so it was that the Shifu began his search for a young heir. Long had it been since he last ventured down from the mountains.
Alright, so we got a fair amount longer walking and talking section here. I did get these boots, which seem completely nuts. So make sure you get those boots. future people who are almost certainly going to play this game. It is a certain fact. 20 speed. So that's probably why he's so fast in combat's coming up. So the enemies never even get a turn. He's just fighting tigers all day and mopping them all because they can't even do a turn. He's the master. So Earthen Heart is his name. Obviously that's the name of the style. So he just doesn't have a name. His name is Master, basically. And he's fixed to have that name. But I guess you could name the style whatever you want. Naturally, since he's punching rocks, Earthen Heart seems pretty fitting. He also has this funny leaning forward walking animation. I'm an old man walking animation, essentially. Okay, so the first Hitman is like a period drama and a martial arts movie because it's about the Japanese occupation. And especially in that area of China, the occupation was extremely harsh. Hence the rape of Nanking, or Nanjing, if you like. Which I think is officially not recorded. This is a little controversial, but is it that controversial? I mean, current things are happening that will probably overshadow what happened 90 years ago. Just to throw that one out there. But that whole event, like the two samurai, or the two soldiers killing 150 civilians, the civilian killing contest, stuff like that, which was in the press. It was promoted by the Japanese press. That's why it's such a famous story. Because it was in like their newspapers. Like, check this shit out, we're killing civilians, fuck yeah. But all that stuff is like, it doesn't exist. It's heavily emphasized in Chinese history books to the students, hence nationalism. But in Japanese history books, it's not emphasized very much at all. Or at all, period. So it's just an interesting... obviously, these are much more homogenous societies, so there is like an ethos of trying to maintain unity and all that stuff, communal identity, that sort of thing. So it's not a one-to-one. It's not something you can easily judge as an American and understand what's going on. So you need to take a step back and think about it. But anyway, we have these three objectives. This is the first time I've had multiple objectives. Splitting paths, non-linearity, incredible. It's like the when the Moogle shows up and then you can pick Saban or Terra or is Gao the other one? No, Gao is part of Saban's, right? Oh, Locke is the other one. There you go. And Final Fantasy VI, of course, which I'm probably going to be playing momentarily. Well, I'm going to play 4 first and then 6, the Pixel Remasters. Those should be fun. Which I may or may not record, we'll see, if I feel like it. And those may or may not have commentary as well. But anyway, the first Hitman is set in that period in China, and it's by far the best Hitman movie, but a lot of it is about the structure. So before the Japanese invade, the lighting is beautiful, everything's blooming, it's majestic. The best looking city that you ever saw. Chinese martial arts city, of course. And then when Japan invades, everything is gray and black and miserable. It's terrible. Which this would certainly be true if it was currently wartime, but if it's an occupied area like Vichy France, for example, probably did not look completely terrible all the time. It may have been completely terrible all the time, but it didn't look visually completely terrible all the time. Which is reflected in like Inglourious Bastards. The visuals in Inglourious Bastards are not completely grimdark the entire time. So it's not like traditional World War II lighting. But they definitely went super hard into that in the first Hitman. The later Hitmans, they become a little bit cheesier, but they're still pretty fun to watch. Plus you get to see Sammo Hung doing hype stuff. Who's like one of the classic...
Not so fast.
Hong Kong action stars, along with Jackie
An
Chan.
old man should know better than to walk alone in the woods.
And Bruce Lee, of
Hand
course,
over your
and
money.
numerous other people.
Quickly, or else.
Michelle Yeoh. But thanks for watching the video, guys. I'll rewind to where this dialogue started.
I have nothing for you.
And I'll see you next time.
What was that? Not so fast. An old man should know better than to walk alone in the woods. Hand over your money. Quickly, or else.
I am afraid I have nothing for you.
What was that?
I said I have nothing to offer. Nothing to offer that you would appreciate, that is.
That right. Don't think I'll go easy on you because of your age. In fact, I think your long life ends today!
Even the most mighty can be restrained. A wise fox knows many secrets.
Take that!
Ah, not quite.
What was that?
The monkey's speed is mine. The longest journey begins with but a single step. That's all, then.
How could this happen? How could I lose to this fool 4 times my age?
The young would do well not to disrespect their elders, nor underestimate their skill. I must say, I'm impressed by your speed and agility. Might you consider abandoning this life of banditry, and instead, allow me to teach you my kung fu?
Piss off, old man! Although, it's going to eat at me, not knowing how you run so easily. Fine, I accept. Let's see what's so great about your kung fu. But don't misunderstand me. You're not my shifu, and I'm not your student. Once I've learned your secrets, I'll get my revenge on you.
You've a lot of spirit, young lady.
Oh, I'm no lady. I'm Lei. Lei Kugel, and don't you forget it.
You may rest assured that I will not. It is a good, strong name, worthy of pride. But pride will lead you astray if you let it, as it did not so long ago.
Quick with the retorts, aren't you? Lead on, then. We'll see if you're as good as you say. Yeah! You're all talk.